Think of your body like a biological supercomputer. What you eat, it doesn't just fill your stomach, it literally codes your brain's performance. Seriously, think of your daily meals as lines of code being uploaded directly to your system. If you upload garbage, your system crashes, your thoughts slow down, and your focus completely shutters. But if you upload premium data, your processing speed skyrockets. You unlock a level of clarity and drive you probably didn't even know you were missing. Your diet is the exact software that runs your biological hardware.
Every single bite, chew, and swallow has a direct, long-lasting effect on the most powerful organ inside your skull. We usually think of food just in terms of physical aesthetics, right? Weight loss, muscle gain, looking good in the mirror. But actually, your brain is a massive energy consumer. Even though it makes up just a tiny fraction of your body weight, it devours a huge percentage of your daily calories. The raw materials you feed it absolutely dictate your focus, your mood, and your baseline energy levels. Make no mistake about it, your food is actively hacking your brain, right now, for better or for worse.
So, why does lunch make you so absolutely exhausted? You know the exact feeling. It's 2 p.m., you're staring blankly at your screen, and this thick, heavy brain fog just rolls in. Suddenly, answering a simple email feels like moving a mountain. The culprit here is ultra-processed food, literally hijacking your biology and stealing your drive. But don't worry, by the end of this explainer, you're going to get a foolproof 4-step framework to completely fix this. You'll learn exactly how to take back control of your biological machinery and banish that midday crash forever. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, decoding your daily macronutrients.
Digestion is this incredibly rapid-fire chronological journey, and honestly, understanding this timeline is the key to mastering your energy. Picture what happens the second food enters your mouth. In just a matter of seconds, your body breaks it down mechanically with your teeth and chemically with these specialized enzymes in your saliva. Within minutes, it travels down to your stomach, where a powerful acid bath turns it into a liquid. Then, over the next few hours, this liquid moves into your small intestine. And this is where the magic really happens. Microscopic, finger-like structures called villi pull the nutrients directly across the barrier into your bloodstream. Finally, the whole shebang routes straight to the liver. Your liver acts as the biological CEO, deciding in real time whether to burn these fresh nutrients immediately for energy or pack them away for later.
And this brilliantly illustrates how these 3 main macronutrients act as literal building blocks for everything you do. Carbs break down into glucose, which is the rapid-fire fuel source keeping your brain firing on all cylinders. Fats are absolutely crucial for long-term energy storage, but up in your brain, fatty acids are structural. They literally build the protective cell membranes of your neurons so signals can travel incredibly fast. And proteins? Well, they do way more than just build your biceps. They provide the essential amino acids required to synthesize neurotransmitters, the very chemicals that control your thoughts. But here is the reality. Not all fuel is created equal. Complex carbohydrates, the ones packed with dense fiber, act like a slow-release battery for your body. The fiber actually slows down digestion, delivering this steady, incredibly reliable stream of glucose to your brain over several hours. Simple sugars, on the other hand, that's like throwing a bucket of gasoline onto a fire. You get a massive, volatile energy spike that feels amazing for about 20 minutes, but it's always followed by a devastating biological crash that leaves you exhausted, irritated, and craving even more junk, which opens up a huge question about what sugar is actually doing to your brain chemistry behind the scenes. Before we get to that dangerous sugar crash, we have to talk about protein and your mood. When you digest high-quality protein, it gets broken down into individual amino acids. Think of these as the fundamental raw materials your brain absolutely needs to function. These amino acids are the direct precursors to neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that dictate exactly how you feel, how you think, and how you perceive the world. Serotonin, for instance, which is responsible for your baseline happiness and well-being, is built entirely from amino acids. Without adequate dietary protein, your brain literally lacks the physical materials to keep your mind sharp and your mood stable. You simply cannot outthink a bad diet. Moving right along. Section 2, the microworld and the gut. Deep inside your digestive tract lies the gut microbiome. We're talking about a bustling ecosystem of trillions of living bacteria operating like a second brain. These microbes are tireless workers. They digest the tough plant fiber your body physically can't process on its own. They strengthen your entire immune system. Amazingly, they even manufacture a massive portion of your body's neurotransmitters right there in your gut. Your primary brain and your gut microbiome are in constant, lightning-fast communication. But here's the catch about what modern food does to this delicate ecosystem. Ultra-processed foods are scientifically engineered in labs to be hyper-palatable. They're literally designed to make you addicted. But in the process, they completely break modern biology. When you eat them, you unleash a trio of cellular destruction. First is inflammation, then oxidation, and finally glycation, which is exactly what happens when excess sugar aggressively damages your proteins and DNA. You are essentially rusting from the inside out. These fake foods starve your good gut bacteria to death and trigger severe systemic inflammation that travels straight up the vagus nerve highway directly into your brain. That's what creates that thick, heavy, unshakable brain fog you feel after eating a junk food lunch.
Section 3. Hormones and metabolic flexibility. The absolute holy grail of human energy and longevity is a state called metabolic flexibility. This is your body's incredible ability to seamlessly switch between two different fuel sources. It burns the carbs from your last meal, and when those run out, it effortlessly flips a switch to burn your stored body fat to create ATP, the ultimate energy currency of your cells. When you achieve metabolic flexibility, you're never a slave to your next meal. You don't get irritable when you're hungry. You turn food into ATP efficiently, burn fat like a pro, and completely banish brain fog because your brain always has a steady, uninterrupted supply of high-quality fuel.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how sugar and processed foods destroy this flexibility by wreaking havoc on your hormones. Sugar isn't just making you gain weight in a vacuum. The moment it hits your bloodstream, it creates a massive spike in insulin to clear that glucose out rapidly, and that's exactly what triggers your brutal energy crash. This sudden biological stress then spikes cortisol, your primary stress hormone, putting your body in a state of chronic panic. Worse yet, sugar dangerously rewires your brain's dopamine baseline. It actively hijacks your brain's reward center, making you crave more and more junk food just to feel a normal level of happiness. It locks you in an endless, exhausting cycle of fatigue and cravings.
All right, let's get to the solution. Section 4. The ultimate nutrition strategy. Here is your 4-step framework. Step 1. Track your macronutrients. You simply cannot manage what you do not measure. Investing a few bucks in a premium meal tracking app is the absolute fastest way to understand your daily baseline. Step 2. Prioritize whole foods. If you're a busy professional strapped for time, leveraging a high-quality whole food meal delivery service offers a massive return on investment for your daily energy and productivity. Step 3. Optimize your protein intake and timing. Spread your protein out evenly across your day so your brain always has a constant supply of amino acids for peak neurotransmitter production. And finally, Step 4. Defend your gut with fiber. Adding foundational micronutrient supplements into your morning routine can easily fill those hidden gaps in modern diets, keeping your microbiome thriving and your brain razor-sharp all day long. At the end of the day, you are the lead programmer of your own biological supercomputer. Every single meal is a decision. Every snack is a fresh line of code waiting to be executed. So look at the plate in front of you today, take a pause, and ask yourself, what will your next bite code your brain to do?